Hello, I'm Jerry Rigged, and this is the Duskers Daily Challenge for December 8th, 2017. Looking at yesterday's leaderboard, only 24 players, and Dano took the top score with a 750. LB and Decavoid scored a 740. I scored 720. Joe Blob 5, and Mustika 21, and Noxietny NGRZ scored a 700. Reuven scored a 660, and McTinchy a 650 for 10th. With Dargard scoring a 600 for 11th. And I'm playing late again, because me, I guess. Also, Thursday's a day I don't get in till late anyway, so there is that. Today, I have Collector, which is potentially good, Sensor, which can be helpful, and above average drone health by not a lot. Let's go ahead and drop a Sensor down. We have 2 infestations on Medical A. Let's go ahead and get in here and see what I can do with this ship. Alright. Should drop the sensor, don't want to forget that. And interface right away. Ship scan gets a big chunk of the ship with R4 very nicely featured there. A lot of scrap available already. What is this? This was a medical A, and it's surprisingly generous so far. Also, no. Let's see, 3 scrap. Nothing in R2 or R3. That's unfortunate. Do I see a door 2 yet? No. Another sensor and lure. So that can prove quite useful. And there's a broken terminal there. Time are we at? We're at a good time to go ahead and leave. So far, that's a leaper. Maybe a little bit early for leaving, but yeah. Not having a defense. I didn't have. Oh, no, that's. I can't quite see it. I don't think I had survey on there. I may have been mistaken. Certainly seems like room 5 is clear, unless room 5 has slime. Nope, we're good. This will also let me play into 2 rooms at once now, at least for the moment. Let's open D30 and D15. I did not have a survey. Okay. So this probably got about half the ship. Maybe. I'll give it another 10 seconds or so from now. Yeah, so about 3:10. I'll check R7. And I guess at that point, if it's safe, then I'll check R6. That should be good. I know those rooms don't have vents in them, so shouldn't be any risk here. Do want to get out as quickly as possible, though. How's my time doing? Enough that I don't want to waste any. I probably could afford to risk one of those rooms to see if any slime spawns, but best not to let that chance just sit there yet. And then by the same token, I can check D12, D14, and D16, I think. So now that I've spread out a little bit, you can check multiple rooms, always nice. Let's give... Again, I know R8 must be safe from vent spawning. I'm gonna take the risk. Alright. That's another scrap I can pick up. And what I'm gonna do... Okay, so that's probably safe. What is it? That's a scrap. 2 scrap. Alright, it definitely is time to leave. Doubly so as radiation hits. In R9. B and R9. Just go ahead and screw me over, B and R9. No, we're good. Oh, Christ, that scared me a little bit. That's what the screen jump was for. Alright, well, you know, that could have been a lot worse. The door is, or the room is already closed off. What does this power? This does power... Ooh. Because I flashed the on-screen things, I can see there's a drone with turret right there. It's a little bit unfair, but I can't really control it either. With that going, let's close D14. This is a lot of time to... Actually, you know what? Let's not do that. Open D9. R10 looks like it's probably clear, but I'm going to want to do a little bit more work with that. Unfortunately, I've spent a lot of time because of the radiation, or because of the pipe break, not really tending to things as I could have, and I'd rather not take the risk if possible. So far, I only know one infestation on the ship still is the Leaper. I assume it's Leaper in R3. I didn't hear any swarm, but I could be wrong still, so... It also hasn't acted up, so there is that too. I don't have any way to power both rooms, which means I do still need to find a terminal, and I have to hope that it's powered. The good news is, if it is a swarm, I have... If it is swarm or Leaper, I have a lure. So that's perfect tools for the right enemy. Still don't know what the third is yet, though, is the only real problem. Doesn't sound like a Leaper. Coming down here and open D14 real quick. At this point, I kind of think... Well, I've already seen D13. I've already seen R10 as well. At this point, I do actually think the lure is going to serve me better. even though I've wasted 2 minutes figuring that out. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out this sensor for the lure. I definitely don't want to be here. I'm very close on time. There is a vent in here. Nothing spawned yet, and we're actually close to the maximum spawn time. If nothing spawns in there in the next minute, then I'm gonna know that there's no swarm on the ship, which is gonna be very reassuring, really. So far, I have 2 enemies. One of them is... Oh shit, there's still a lure in there. That's unfortunate. Well, one way or another, I'll know whether or not R11 is safe. I guess that also means that I can go ahead and just check it out directly. I don't have sensor anymore either. I really should correct that. Unfortunately, I can't... Well, you know what? I don't need the interface. Alright, so I know this room is clear now. Time is still close. I'm still risking everything every time. This gives me some more rooms to work with. Clearly, D10 and D11 lead to different rooms. I can't be 100% sure which one is which, or if either of them is even in the... if that drone is even in the same room as either of them, rather. R13 must be clear, actually. So, let's... that was R9, I believe? Yes. Let's go ahead and drive 1 through 2. Because I can check... Still a clean room. Let's open up D4. I don't see a door 3 yet. Let's open up D11 and D10 as well. I don't see a door 3 yet, so there's still a possibility... Oh, there we go. Still... Okay. Okay, Leaper and Sentries. Excellent. So I don't have to worry about slime anymore. Breathe a sigh of relief. That's clearly Leaper and R13. And how do I want to do this? Let's drive 1 back to the drop ship. Let's drive 2... No, keep 2 where it is. R14 should be clear. I don't remember that door being open, just in case Let's pull 3 over to this side. Drop Allura in here with the sentry. Probably would have been better prepared to drop that instead. Let's open D20, see what we got. Could have been a bad move there, but I think it'll be all right. Got another leaper. Okay, so let's open D4 and get those into the same room. Doesn't really matter which. Let's open D25, see if there's anything in R12. While I'm doing that, damn it, of course. Okay, well that works too. Alright, I just saw a terminal there on the right, or on the left. I can tell directions. Oh, of course. Oh, that's a little bit unpleasant. What do we got? Another ship scan. There's a sentry in R13. Oh, that's a good point. Okay, well, I'm going to have to get those into R7 is going to be my end goal. I'm pretty sure I can do that. Getting all of them into R7 might be a pain in the ass, but I'm pretty sure it can be done. What else do I have? Nothing that I can reach from here, really. R16 is kind of going to be its own threat because D6 is open. Let's send 3 back. I think D7 or R15 should be safe. Let's close the door just in case. Okay, here's the other generator. Well, let's open up D8. Let's open up D8 and go ahead and check that room. Actually, let's open up D8. Or, not D... Anyway, you know what I mean. There is another airlock. Excellent. Let's close D6. Get 2 back into R9. It'd be really nice if that drone had a turret and a generator on it. I'm not going to be able to open D22 up or even... Ooh, that's unpleasant. I'm pretty sure that R17 is safe now. Nothing's moved back and forth between that. So it's just a question of getting in there. If I could do this without losing Allure, that would be nice. So I'm just going to go ahead and hold off. Because I can keep using these sensors. Only problem is I need to open D30 to get into R10. Seriously? Seriously, dude? Door 15. Oh, no! That was my radiation trap! Oh, shit. That's terrible. R19's small. The door's well positioned. It's right by an airlock. I guess that'll have to do. Shit. Another destroyed drone. Tow and a turret. Well, that definitely doesn't help. I'm gonna have to send drone 1 down there, 2 down there, because... Oh, the turret! The turret! It's got a turret! Of course! I'm stupid! I've done that before, too! Where I took damage from radiation, even though I could have just killed them with a turret. Okay. Alright, back to R9. Now I have 1 to 10. Actually, 2 to 15. And I did it right when you were in a door, so it screwed you up. Because, of course. I can't believe I did that again, or almost did that again. I have a turret. I need to remember that. I only know of 2... I only know of 2... sentries right now in R13 and R11, so using the turret on them should not be difficult. Especially with lures available. I can lure them into a room with a... I can lead them into a room with lure and just attack them while they're distracted. Haven't been watching the time now. Time is really on there. Let's take a slightly more aggressive approach. I wanted to save the lures if I could. I have 1 in R8. Where's the other one? Oh, on the ship. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. Any fuel? 1 jump cell. Fantastic. Good value there. Let's drop a sensor here, too. Drone 3 is going to take its sweet time because it's all the way across the damn map. Let's go ahead and check R19. That'll speed my exit if it's safe. Let's not do that. I've got get a survey here now. Yeah, fine, thanks. Ship scan does not work on R19. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's open D24 or R16. Okay, so right now let's send 3 to 2. I don't need you having a sensor, I guess. I don't know. Alright, that seems like that's probably safe, so R18 probably has nothing in it. Definitely want to make sure, though, just in case. Okay, we're clear. So I'm taking 1 up here. And 3 has the turret. Let's open D10. Well, that's 1 scrap, and it actually showed up in the middle of the room. Oh! 2 scrap. Interesting. Got spread throughout the room. I shot the damn thing as it came through the door, I guess. I mean, I'm sure I did, but... yeah. The other was... R8. R14 is 2 leapers. Two to R9, and that'll let me open that door. Sure, there's a sentry in there. Oh no! Well, screw you. Okay, lesson learned. They do not go for the sensors before they go for your drones. And it stops inside the room? I don't know. That's a pain in the ass. They use their own keys. Of course. Well, that kind of sucks. Let's just go ahead and end. So I did take some damage there from my own stupidity, mostly. I don't know. I'm not sure that I could really dealt with that much better because turret complicated. I mean, I could have, but I didn't want to spread it across the entire room either. So, unfortunate things, but it is what it is. So I took some damage today, 21 points in total. Got 4 scrap from the 2 sentries, and looks like that is everything overall. It's also probably less damage than or more damage than I would have taken just irradiating them. Because I tend to be pretty good at getting them in the same room. But R7's not really a great room to do that in either, when I really admit it. R19 would have been an actually really good option. But didn't need to. I don't see anything else on the ship that could be of use. I've emptied both of the destroyed drones. This is probably a very profitable medical ship, which we haven't seen for a very long time. Total score, 1,089. I could have had an 1110. Picked up a total of 4 scrap from the sentries, giving me 18 scrap from the ship. That is with ship scan. I didn't use the collector! No! Crap. So, could have possibly been a couple more in R10, 2, 3, 16, 19. Damn. I'm having an off day today, that's for sure. Picked up 1 jump fuel, starting score of 550, 1 drone, or no drones, 4 upgrades. It's a little unusual as well. Would have really liked to have used that turret better and not taken the damage, but I was stupid. Also didn't use the collector. Dano 416 ended up with an 1125. That's interesting. Maybe he took some damage as well? 1110 is the score that I would have had. So I'm wondering if Decavoid and Dargard may not have used their collector or may not have gotten anything from it. Dano probably used his collector and got something from it. Or got extra drones. Maybe he forgot about this, the turret as well, and irradiated them. If he was going faster than I was, that's possible. MacTingshi scored a 1050, which is my score without... No, with one of the sentries. Maybe took some damage there as well. Humaniatic and 1030, which would be the score without the sentries. The Integrator 1020, LB 1010, along with ITJ. Now that's a 100-point drop, which is possible, but would be almost bare minimum drone health. And T1B a 965, telling me that he must have lost something. Or maybe didn't get one of the drones? Seems unusual. There shouldn't have been too much else random on the ship. I don't think there was anything random today, so I'm not sure how someone would get through without getting the drones, and even then, they would have had to get both upgrades, which were in good condition, so they shouldn't have lost them. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So if you haven't done your run yet, there's clearly a lot of ways to screw things up, but they're little ways to screw things up, and they're not big screw-ups, so good luck. At this point, I get the feeling the top 4 are pretty solid, but Mech may be solid as well. The others may slide off. We already have 14 players. This is about half, so mileage may vary, and there's lots of little ways to get a little bit more, and again, lots of little ways to lose a little bit. Oh, and it is late, so there's the yawn. I was wondering when that would hit. If you have finished your run, leave a comment with your own experiences and strategies for a ship like this. Much like the other day, you get a lot of options. You can use Sensor or you can use Lure. Lure definitely works for one of the infestation types. I, for some reason, was a little sketchy on wasting it. Getting the sensors out there so I could identify the other infestation as Sentry was definitely useful, though. Not too much on the ship either. I think it was only three Leapers in total, and the 2 sentries, so that's a fairly sparse ship for one that's so large as well. If you'd like to check out other videos, you can see Marvin, Dano416, LB, Noxkitney, Mystica21, Dargard, Decovoid, and Morkhowler, which I believe I forgot yesterday. I apologize for that. It's linked in the video description. If you enjoyed, do please like, and have a good day.